Good morning, everybody. Again, today we are going to start with our nationalism in India. We have already studied about the rise of nationalism. It started with Gandhi's idea, Satyagraha. Gandhiji came to India in 1915. He attended the campaign of Champaran 1916, then Kheda 1917, then at Ahmedabad 1918. We already studied that what were the conditions. The Rowlatt Act that was passed in the year 1919, and in that during that act, when it was passed, there was an incident of Jallianwala Bagh that happened on April 13th, 1919. And according to this, the people had gathered for a Baisakhi fair where General Dyer came into that Bagh. It entered and closed the only exit, and he opened fire where hundreds were people of them were killed. Today we are going to study about Khilafat movement. Khilafat movement. As the word says khilaf, you can understand the word khilafat movement. Now, this movement was started by Mahatma Gandhi and the Ali brothers. Ali brothers there were two of them. Their name was Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali. They were the two brothers in Ottoman Empire. They had started this movement because, so first you can say the Ali brothers were from Turkey. When the First World War ended, there were rumors that a harsh, you can add cruel, harsh peace treaty was going to be imposed on the Ottoman Empire. On the Ottoman Emperor. there was a fear that the power of the spiritual head of the Islamic world, Khalifa, would be curtailed. So, when this rumor was spread, when caliphs of that Islamic world, to defend the Khalifas temporal power, a Khilafat committee was formed to defend the formed to defend the powers of the Khalifa in Bombay, presently known as Mumbai, in March 1990. This movement was supported by Mahatma Gandhi. As already in the first line we said that this movement was started by Mahatma Gandhi. So why Mahatma Gandhi supported this Khilafat movement? Though Rowlatt Satyagraha was a wide spread movement, it was still limited to certain cities and towns. So this movement was not happening throughout India, although we all studied that it was in Awadh, it went to Assam, in the colonial places where plantation was done. It was basically in North Gujarat. So Gandhiji wanted a more united and broad-based movement, especially for bringing the Hindus and Muslims together. Why Hindus and Muslim? Because Britishers used the policy divide and rule. So once when they met the Hindu people, the Hindu leaders, they talked about themselves. On the other hand, when they met the Muslims, they talked about them. They divided the community and were ruling. And Gandhiji wanted that we should come together for one cause, that was independence, and fight the Britishers. In 1919, Gandhiji supported the Khilafat movement to protest against the humiliation caused to Turkish Khalifa by the British. As we know that British went from place to place, they were traders. Wherever they went, they started trading, and then they established their colonies and then their rules. Gandhiji saw this as an opportunity to gain the support of the Muslim community. We could win the Britishers by uniting together only. When we stand for one, when we become a mass agitation, mass movement, it is really impossible to stop the mass movement. So Gandhiji wanted that all the people of the India should stand together and fight against the injustice, or we can say independence from the Britishers. Gandhiji main aim was to unite Hindus and Muslims for a unified national movement. So in this way we can say that as the movement, the aim, the purpose went from one person to another, from one city to another, people got the feeling of nationalism. They came in the stream of being a citizen of a nation. And in this pattern, we can say we went through the path, through the road of nationalism in India.